WBON TV is here on EKU's campus where we're at the Business and Breakfast meeting hosted by the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. Representative Jonathan Schell from the 71st District discussed pension issues and said that this is a crisis with $2.4 billion that needs to be rectified.
Get everything you want, when you want it, and where you want it, on any mobile or digital device and viewable screen, including that big screen in your living room. Get it on the go, at night, or wherever you want it. 24/7, WBONTV.com. Learn it, love it, use it.
He outlined 4 reasons how we got to this point and also dispelled some myths about the pension crisis.
I appreciate the opportunity to address you all this morning. When Mindy asked me what the title of the talk would be, she put pensions, where do we go from here? Which is a good thing for today because what I'm going to talk about is kind of where we've been, how we got here, kind of where we are right now, and then what to expect over the next 2 months. If you came expecting to hear me lay out the plan that's in a bill form that's going to be passed in a special session, we're not there yet. And so I hate to disappoint those that may have came to hear that, but we're still working on the proposal, trying to work with the different associations, the different groups that we've been in contact with. And so we have gotten to a point where that it's almost ready for us to package up in a proposal to put out public, but we're not quite there yet. And so what we have hopefully made a decision to in the state is that we have an obligation to our state employees. We have an obligation to our retirees. We have a legal obligation that we've put out. People have gone to work, they've done their jobs, they've put in their money, they've done what they're supposed to on their end. And there is nobody in the conversations where we're having it that wants to take away the pensions that you currently have. Nobody in these conversations are wanting to freeze out anything and just carte blanche move people into something different. What we're trying to do, and that's what would happen, I truly believe that's what would happen if this was a private sector pension system right now. 51 of the current House members that are serving in the legislature were not there before 2013, and that's the year that I came in. And so when you look at how this problem has happened, the people that are working on this are not the ones that caused it. The people that are working on this thing are people that have came to Frankfort, whether it be the governor, whether it be myself or others that are working on this, are trying to fix a problem that has happened over time. We're trying to fix a problem that has compounded for many, 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 many years, and we've gotten to a point of no return. We're in my opinion, an impossible situation to be able to fix this to where that we can come out of this thing to where that we make everybody happy. So what's going to happen is we're going to put out a very responsible plan that tries to address this for the future, that tries to make sure that we're paying down and putting the obligations in place and actually paying towards what we owe the people of this state that have put in their public service to us. There's also a myth out there that somehow public employees, whenever they're looked at on their pension obligation or their pension benefit, that they're getting some kind of big, huge, miraculous pension benefit in the 80s, hundred thousands of dollars that they're getting from the state. If you look at the average public pension benefit from a state employee, it's $22,000 a year. And if you look at some of our retired teachers that retired before 1990, they're around $12,000 to $15,000 a year in their pension benefit that they're actually receiving. What you'll see over the next 5 to 10 days is we're going to be meeting with the associations and people more. We're going to meet with our caucuses to kind of lay out the proposal, and then hopefully within the next 5 to 10 days, we're going to be able to put it out to the public to where then we can get public input, to where that we can get feedback from everyone so that we can see where the areas are that we need to change. Because there is no false assumption on my part to think that there are not going to be things that we need to look at once the proposal's out. And I give this as an example. There are reasons why we have to treat different people differently within inside of these systems. When you look at bus drivers, just take bus drivers alone. There's a reason why they get a full health care benefit as if they're a full-time employee, because you can't get them right now. There are people all across the state, school districts all across the state that have school buses sitting out front that say school buses for hire, or school bus drivers for hire. They're looking for people to come in. And there are going to be hundreds of situations that we're going to have to look at, even in these reforms, to try and get this right. And so it's not lost on people in these conversations. What we're trying to put out is a framework that then we can work with people to try and mold down. I think that it was a shock to some that thought that they knew a lot about the pensions and knew a lot about the pension systems when they started saying what they thought we needed to do. And then experts and people that work on this on a daily basis kept asking questions they didn't have the answers for. And so it's going to be dire for us to get the input from people that's hopefully going to come within the next 5 to 10 days, and I will not make a liar out of it again. But within the next 5 to 10 days, that is the hope that this plan will be put out. So thank you all very much.
Shell said he couldn't give us an exact date about when the proposal will be out, but the next 5 to 10 days he will be meeting in caucus and will report back, and the public will soon know what the proposal is going to look like. For WBON TV here in Richmond, I'm Marissa Hempel.